It's like, it's comical. It's like, trust me, I can see. God, you lot, so bad. So bad. I like coming up here, the cheap seats. You know, all too mean to get a seat in the front row. Yeah, you didn't all come to see me get selfies and pictures, did you? Oh no, I got one of you 10 years ago. I don't need it anymore. Terrible. So mean to me. Next.
Yeah. Hi, Mark.
Hi.
On a show where death is so seldom permanent, I got to the end and realized, wait, Crowley never came back. So my question is...
You only noticed that after 3 years. Jesus. Don't leave a pot on the stove, that's all I can tell you. And by the way, before you drive home today, give me a heads up so I know where you're going.
Well, my question is, did you know when Crowley died that he wouldn't come back, or was there always a possibility?
I have a really, really good phrase for this that I use every single day of my life, which is, write your own fan fiction. Next.
Hi, I'm Bella, and I just want to know, when you joined the show, did you get along with the cast easily? Also, how did you and your wife Sarah meet?
That's a couple of very leading questions. Are you trying to tell me they don't like me?
Not at all.
Okay, well, how'd I get on with them? They're all very tall. So, there's a lot of those. I love them, seriously. We spent so much time together. It was a joy. Everybody talks about doing shows and family and all that fun stuff and whatever, but genuinely, they're just really good men. You know what I mean? They just are. They just happen to be. And, you know, I have a lot of changes in my life, a lot of things happen in my life. And I remember them before they had kids, which is mind-blowing to me. And it's just a fantastic journey to go on. How did I meet my wife? She had a guilty pleasure of showing up at a Vancouver convention, and she's very tall and very pretty, and so she got an awful lot of attention from people. And the first time she went to take a photograph of me, she bent down. I'm like, stand up straight. She's like, oh. And we were both married at the time, both quite unhappily married at the time. And a year later, she was at the same convention, and she took another photograph, and I'm like, stand up straight. So she stood up straight, and we were both getting divorced. And she came to another convention a year later, and took a photograph of me, and didn't bend down. And we were both very single. What? Were you listening for the last 5 minutes? Yes, I met her at a convention 3 times, 3 years. And then, but we didn't talk, we didn't hang out. And then, well, I'll tell you the truth here, I don't know if she likes this, but it's the fact that there was some friends of mine sitting down, they called me over and she was sitting there. And somebody I know was hitting on her for ages, and she was so uninterested in that person. But there was this really, really beautiful brunette girl sitting down there. And I sat down and the brunette girl started hitting on me, and I could see Sarah got really jealous. It was so weird. It was so bizarre. So it became this really strange energy that was going on. And eventually she gave me her number and said, well, if you're going over to England, give me a call. I was like, she was living in England at the time. I'm like, okay. I turn into Pete Davidson pretty much all the time. Okay. So I didn't call her because she's like way out of my league. And then she sent me a message going, you know, how's your kid doing, playing soccer and whatever, and why didn't you call me? And we started talking, and then that sort of turned into 6 hours a day, then that turned into like 8 hours a day, and a little bit, it might have been slightly pre-FaceTime. I think we were Zooming eventually on that, and then it was sort of, our families were like, oh, for God's sakes, get on with it, you two are pathetic. So we decided to meet up in London, and we met up in London, and I booked a hotel room. She actually had an apartment around the corner from where I was staying, and she dropped me off at the hotel and never left for 7 days. And then she was like, why are we spending money on her, or why are you spending money on a hotel room when I have a perfectly good apartment around the corner? And the rest is history. So kind of cool. I spent 11 years. 11 years. We're married 10 years in October. So it's really cool. She's very tall. I don't know what's going on with that.
Hi, Mark. My question is, there's a fair amount of cast members here who you never got to share a scene or an episode with. Which of them would you like to do that with?
What? What was the mumbly bit that I didn't catch in the middle?
There's a couple of
There's a lot of cast members. What's the next sentence?
that you never got a chance to work with on the show. So
okay.
which one of them would you have liked to work
I'd
with?
like to work with all of them on other shows. Okay. So when my wife was pregnant, we were at San Diego Comic-Con. We'd done the Hall H. My wife's Australian, and she knew something was wrong when she had a glass of wine, drank it, and didn't like the taste. And so she went and bought a pregnancy test, didn't tell me, and we were in the hotel room. She came out of the bathroom and threw the pregnancy test on the bed. And I looked down, I went, "You better call your mum." That was the beginning. Yeah, a lot of traveling backwards and forwards, kind of fun. And now we have a 9-year-old daughter who's also going to be bloody tall as well, which is really cool. I'm going to be a midget in my house. What are you doing?
Hi Mark, I wanted to ask, out of all the characters in the series that died, which one would you bring back and why?
I wouldn't. The series is what the series is. The great thing about this is you love what you love. I can tell by that stupid costume you wear. And I love what I love. And never the twain shall meet, right? That's the great thing about the show. The show has, 9,462,381 episodes for you to choose from. And you have favorites and you have things that you love, and that's what's important. What I genuinely, there's things I wish we'd explored more, but there's reasons why those things didn't happen. Does that make sense? It's an odd thing, but I love the entirety of it as what it is. Think about any other show. How many shows have been 15 years and kept you entertained that amount of time? Some seasons are better than others, some stories are better than others. But generally, pretty much everybody that was on that show for more than one episode was pretty damn amazing. And some people who were there for just one were pretty damn amazing. As I said, I went for one and stayed for 8 years. So it was an incredible journey. But I love it as a whole thing. I don't love only individual pieces of it. Does that make sense? And I've been lucky enough to work like a Doom Patrol. Judy McNiven was in Doom Patrol. Judy Richards is in Doom Patrol. People you want to work with, people who are just extraordinarily good actors, And I hope, whatever paths I'm on, it continues that way and stays to be that much fun that I get to work with people that I care about. I went to New Walker Independence, that was Jared's show. It was like, I'm like, cool, okay. Pretty much my life, okay. So, but I love that you can love what you love, and I can love what I love, and it all still seems to work. Does that make sense? Well.
Hello, my name's Samuel, and my question is actually for Crowley, not for Mark. But if Crowley were
Good luck with that.
If Crowley were to end up in a relationship with one of the characters on the show, who do you think it would be and why?
Himself. Basically, because he's the only person he can trust and would actually do what he said. That's the way to do it. The only person he ever trusted was himself. Everybody else let him down. Horribly. As you are in that costume. Who would you pick for Crowley?
I feel like Crowley would secretly be crushing on Dean.
Crush? You You said relationship, not a crush. Everyone's got a crush on Dave. It's not a relationship. Who would he have a relationship with?
That's why I asked you. I don't know.
Yeah, good. Write your own fan fiction, that's the trick. Hey,
Hi Mark, my name's Donna. I just wanted to ask you, how many actual dragon tattoos do you have? Or how many dragons do you have?
in my tattoo,
Yeah.
three big dragons. But the koi swims up the waterfall, becomes a dragon, koi becomes a dragon. So once you understand the mythology, that's why this all makes sense. I was born the year of the dragon, so. 1964, I'm old.
Hi, Mark. My question for you is, what was your favorite part about playing Crowley, and what's your favorite chocolate?
This part.
Yeah. Oh. What's your favorite chocolate?
What?
Your favorite chocolate?
Favorite what?
Chocolate.
Chocolate? Mine. It depends what mood I'm in. Chocolate is so different from around the world, it has different tastes. American chocolate sucks. It's just the worst stuff ever made in the history of the world. They worked out, it's like American coffee. They worked out, burn your coffee and make your chocolate be, they have no milk solids in it whatsoever. It's like wartime food. If you go everywhere else in the world, chocolate's like, oh my God, this stuff's great. And they're making Galaxy over there, so it's really good. What?
I'm so sorry, I think they might have stolen my question. So what kind of chocolate were you eating just now?
Galaxy,
Which is what?
which is English.
Okay,
Very
so
creamy chocolate.
the part B of that is, who likes chocolate more, you or Ruth?
I don't know.
Because she's a Belgian chocolate kind of
I'm not
person.
Belgian chocolate.
You guys don't talk chocolate together?
Yeah! Sorry, I got a high five.
Honoring you.
So?
So my question, okay, so you and Ruth never have chocolate conversations?
No, we talk about interesting things.
Okay.
I'm getting fist pounded by somebody else. It's brilliant. But chocolate? Yeah, chocolate's fun. What's your favorite chocolate?
I'm gonna brew with Belgium.
Belgian?
Can't get better.
Belgian's good?
The only thing that comes close to chocolate is ice cream.
Chocolate ice cream?
Oh, that too.
There you go.
All right, I'm gonna go now.
I own my watch. So cute. Hi.
Hello, Mark. My name is Brianna, and my question is, if you were to have a color named after you that doesn't exist, would you want to have one?
Why are you making me think?
I'm sitting right here. Did you just text me?
Color named after me that doesn't
Just
exist.
right to the second?
Well, you tell me.
I honestly think you would be a nice, like, dark bourbon color.
Oh.
There you go.
There you go, that was it. That's your answer. This has been, I've been doing the strangest thing I've ever done to guest talk. I literally answered questions non-stop.
Wow.
For the entire guest talk.
Was your answer no?
No,
Oh.
not one time.
Just now, that's the only time.
Yeah, only when you asked me. But listen, I want to tell you something. Tough old world out there. Be nice to each other, be kind to each other. Those of you who are new to this, understand, as I hope you've realized, this is a wonderful, wonderful thing to be part of. We love doing it. We truly, truly love doing it. We love seeing you, and we love seeing you making friends, not chocolate whistles. But we love seeing you make friends and longer term relationships as a result of literally the love in this room. Thank you for that. We all thank you for that. It is a joy to be here. It's a joy to see you. Be good to each other, look after each other. Thank you so much, guys. Lots of love.